the question is, of course, is this a reversal on the bigger time frame or just on the 1 hour? Because it is a 1 hour reversal, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to reverse the daily or 4 hourly trend.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, do us a favor before the video even starts and smash that like button. Helps more people to see this content. Today, I sat down with Carl from the Moon, as we do every Thursday, to discuss technical analysis. We're going to discuss where Bitcoin is heading to. Is it bullish or bearish? We know that's the question on everybody's mind. But we're also going to be talking about Bitcoin dominance and how it could lead to a second major altcoin season. We're also going to take a look at Ethereum. While over the long term, everyone seems to be bullish, is it bearish in the short term next to Bitcoin's value? Carl's going to tell you all about that. Now, as always, if you want to take advantage of anything that we talk about in this video, you can head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. You can either go to our review section or the deals section, and you can find access to ByBit or Femex, where you can make trades on leverage, whether Bitcoin or Ethereum go up or down. You can make money, but always be responsible with your trading. Right now, ByBit has a great $1,000 deposit bonus you can get access to right there on bitboycrypto.com. All right, let's go ahead, jump into the interview. Hey, everybody, today I'm joined by Carl from the Moon. You guys don't forget to go down below to the video description and hit that subscribe button on his channel. You can find that link. So, Carl, Bitcoin has been kind of erratic lately. You know, a few days ago, everybody was talking about the sky is falling. Now everybody's like, oh, we're heading back to the moon. And you, a specialist on the moon, I need you to tell us which way are we going? And then we're also going to be looking at Ethereum here in a little bit as well. So what do you got for us today, Carl?
Yeah, I got some Bitcoin technical analysis, some Ethereum technical analysis, and I do believe that the most important thing, if you want to know more about altcoins, is to keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance, because that's how you can gauge if we are in an altcoin season or not. And yeah, I think that's very important. So we're going to definitely take a look at that as well. But let's head straight into the charts.
Okay.
All right. So here we are on the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour time frame. And we can see that, of course, Bitcoin had formed this horizontal triangle, and this broke down. And I've been telling my audience for a long time here that if we break down here, I'm going to put in a short position. And that I lived by my word. I put in a short, and we all made some money off of that short because, of course, we did fall down. And then we can see that we formed also a bullish divergence right here. And that's when I made a video telling people that this seems like a place for a potential bullish reversal on the 1 hour. And I'm taking profits on my short, and eventually I actually closed my whole short as soon as we broke above this head and shoulders neckline. But the question is, of course, is this a reversal on the bigger time frame or just on the 1 hour? Because it is a 1 hour reversal, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to reverse the daily or 4 hourly trend. And we can see here that so far, as we are recording this, we still have lower highs here. This is still a lower high. And so on the 4 hour time frame, you could say then, or look at this. If we go to the 4 hour, I would say that we definitely want to break above this level for us to create a 4 hour uptrend. So this means that 39.2 thousand is a very, very important level for Bitcoin to break above right now, because we are in a downtrend here on the 4 hour. If you go to the daily, we are also very, very clearly in a bear trend. You can make the case that we are in a bear market on the daily time frame. So sure, people are saying that we're going to the moon right now, but when you zoom out, you can see that, well, there's a lot that has to happen for us to flip bullish on the daily time frame. So I would say 39.2, that is my big level for Bitcoin to watch. If we cannot break above this level, then that means that we're creating another lower high, and this means that the downtrend is still actually the strongest trend. And remember, the trend is your friend at all times, guys, at all times. But that said, Bitcoin is always going to be back. So I know that whenever I short Bitcoin, I always get dislikes.
Yeah.
because people don't like when you short Bitcoin. But it's just I'm taking advantage of the price volatility. And I'm sure you're doing that as well sometimes. Like we know about the long term. We know that Bitcoin is going to go to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's going to go to millions of dollars, but it's not going to go straight up to the moon. We're going to see volatility, and
Yeah.
and if we are serious about trading, we should entertain long positions and short positions. And some people don't like that, but it is what it is basically. But that's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think that we definitely have got to see some numbers higher than where we're at now. If we want to get back into a bull trend, we want to have a reversal on this to get back heading towards a bull market. And looking at this chart right here, it just doesn't look that great. I think the reason why a lot of people are excited right now is because there's a lot of great fundamental news going on for Bitcoin. El Salvador taking Bitcoin. We're seeing a lot of crypto mentions in the news. So it's getting a lot of awareness. So hopefully we can get back, on an uptrend. Now, what are you seeing for a Bitcoin versus Ethereum right now? Because I think that's pretty interesting to look at as well.
Exactly. Let's go to the chart. This is Ethereum against the Bitcoin price, and we can see that when Bitcoin got this this little run up and dump actually. So during this whole volatility we've seen now, Ethereum has been correcting against Bitcoin, as you can see here. And this comes after Ethereum has been extremely bullish on Bitcoin, against Bitcoin. We've been talking about it, I think, on our collaborations before, that Ethereum has been looking very healthy with
Right.
high highs, higher lows, and then we just smashed up like this. And this is all very, very bullish for Ethereum. And I still think that Ethereum is looking bullish against Bitcoin if you zoom out, because I mean, we haven't really broken like key support in my opinion just yet. We're still kind of in a bull trend. I mean, we are in a bull trend in my opinion. Of course, this is a lower high against this high, so we have to see how this is going to result in the next few weeks here. What could happen is we form, for example, we could form a bull flag, that could break up, right? We could form like, there's so many things that could form here that we cannot see right now. We have to wait and let the price mature. That's what we have to do here.
It's an odd looking pattern.
Yeah, right now there's no pattern here, right? It's hard to see anything at all. I would just bring out maybe the EMA ribbons and take a look at that. And if we do that on the daily time frame, then you can obviously see and confirm what I said. We are in a uptrend on the daily. We haven't broken key support here just yet. In fact, we got a perfect bounce right there off of the bottom EMA ribbon, and right now we're still above it. So Ethereum could correct all the way down to these levels here at 0.06 against Bitcoin and still remain in this bull trend. So yeah, but that's Ethereum against Bitcoin. If we go over to this chart, this is Ethereum against the US dollar. And let me go into the 1 hour. So here we saw Ethereum also form an inverse head and shoulders, just like Bitcoin did. But Bitcoin flew up while Ethereum lagged behind. And that's why we saw the Ethereum price against Bitcoin correct, right? That's how that works. And we have this bullish divergence, which of course is showing us that we're going to go sideways or up here. The bearish thing about Ethereum right now is that if you zoom out on the 4 hour, we are clearly in a downtrend, as you can see. We formed this ascending triangle, and obviously that's a bullish pattern.
Yeah.
We didn't break up though. We actually broke down, which might be surprising to someone who's new to technical analysis, but of course a bullish pattern does not guarantee a bullish breakout. If you look at this like this, technically the target should be $1,700 for Ethereum, but I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily targeting that. I am not in a Ethereum short, just to be clear about that. So I don't think that's not my target in this moment. I am a little bit confused about Ethereum right now. right now I just pay more attention to the Bitcoin chart, because I think that whatever happens on Bitcoin is gonna result in a Ethereum break. So if we break bullish here in Bitcoin, break above 39.2, then I think it's obvious that we're going to see the same thing in Ethereum. We're also going to break above this level up here at 2,880. This is a very, very important level for Ethereum. So I think that instead of hoping for Ethereum to break above here, let's just see if Bitcoin can break back above. And if we continue the bear trend here, then obviously, as always, Ethereum and altcoins are also going to continue to follow Bitcoin. I think that's what always happens, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting when you look at Ethereum and you look at the chart, and how if you compare it really to the Bitcoin chart, it's like this triangle, it was getting to the end of this triangle or this pennant, is a bullish pattern. But because Bitcoin broke down, even though this is a bullish pattern, Ethereum also broke down. I think that's what we generally see. I mean, we know the Ethereum price, we would like it to stand on its own two legs, but it just continues to be tied to Bitcoin. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that $2,800 level. We got to break that to get going back bullish for Ethereum again, and hopefully we will do that soon. So Carl, thank you so much for joining us today. As always, every week on Thursdays, you come, you show the people exactly what's going on in the markets, and we appreciate that. Anything you want to leave us with today?
Yes, the Bitcoin dominance.
Oh, you want to show the dominance chart? That's right. I forgot about that.
I'll just show a little quick here, because I think that it's very important to keep an eye on that actually. So let's just see, we can see that we had a altcoin season, right? This huge altcoin season.
Yeah.
And the trend was our friend, and we made a lot of money here, right? Right now, we're seeing the first signs of a potential reversal here. In my opinion, we're seeing some consolidation, some big pushbacks from the Bitcoin dominance. And right now, in the past couple of days, the Bitcoin dominance is once again starting to creep to the upside. I will be watching this level right here at approximately 46%, because you could make the case that this is a double bottom, right? So if we break above this level, then this could potentially be a reversal point for the Bitcoin dominance, indicating that altcoins are probably not going to do so well in the next couple of months. I don't say that this is confirmed yet. I want to break above this level before I say that it's over for altcoins. So yeah, that's my quick analysis for the Bitcoin dominance. I would say that I wouldn't necessarily be very bullish on altcoins for the next few months here. I think that we already saw the altcoin season, and the next altcoin season might happen maybe after some of this, right? I think we need some consolidation. We need a pullback, a healthy correction, basically. Weed out the speculation. There was too much Shiba Inu and Doge speculation, in my opinion. I mean, it was a little bit too much of that, maybe a little bit too fast, a little bit too much meme coin action, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think we need some correction there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think there probably is a correction coming. I think we do have a larger altcoin season coming down the road, but we'll just have to keep an eye on that. So thank you for showing us that dominance chart. It's a very important chart. So everybody, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think is going on in the crypto markets. We'd love to get your opinions. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 20,000 likes. Carl, as always, thank you for joining us. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.